Hey guys, it's Mark from Mansfield Fan TV. So, with it being the summer, I thought I'd do a transfer daily update on Mansfield Town. I would have done this a lot sooner, but as you can probably tell, I've been away. But anyway, let's get into it. So, at the time of recording, we've signed two players. Matt Preston from Swindon, the centre half, a player that Flitcroft knows well, having brought him in from Warsaw previous season. Still only 23, so still a young prospect with bags full of potential. I know Swindon fans were a bit gutted because they offered him a contract to Stockpond, but Flitcroft persuaded him to obviously come here, wanting to develop him further as a player. So hopefully we can do that. Like I say, he's also injured as well, but hopefully he can recover from that quickly and he can establish himself into the centre half berth, which is a position that we've needed to sort out now for the past couple of seasons. Because let's be real, last season we was leaking goals, so hopefully he can, like I say, really establish himself there in the centre of defence, as is a tall, physical player who from what we've seen of him is not afraid to tackle, to get his head in places, and to really have a good go. So let's hope we can do the business for us. And Neil Bishop from Scunthorpe United, centre midfielder. You're not ever going to get a player with much experience at this level than Neil Bishop. A lot of fans will obviously know him through Notts County when he was there, and recently at Scunthorpe United, where they just missed out on the playoffs last season in League One. As I say, he's amassed over 400 appearances in the Football League, so he's got bags full of experience. And he's the kind of player that we've been wanting now for the past few seasons at the club. Because in midfield, we've not had that player that's willing to get a tackle in to really make anything happen enough for me. So, to get a player like that for us is a real coup. And it says a lot when a lot of League One clubs are after him as well as clubs from League Two. So, it's a real coup that we've brought him into the club. I think another big factor as well is he's good friends with the chairman, the chief executive. So, his experience is going to be valuable, not just on the pitch but off the pitch as well. Hopefully, he can, be a good example for the young players to look up to. So if he can give any valuable advice to the young players hoping to break into the first team here, then it's going to be invaluable for them. So I think overall it's going to be a good signing, and you won't really rule him out for being a potential captain for the club. The outgoing players, the ones that you'd really say you're surprised about is Reece Bennett, who went to Peterborough. Disappointing because it has been a joy to watch him for the past few seasons. He's developed as a player, and he's been one of the best League Two players for the past few seasons for me, to be honest with you. So it's a bit of a shock and a bit of a disappointment that he didn't want to remain with us, but we wish him well for the future, and there's no doubt he'll be a decent player for him if he gets his chance to play. And Kane Emmons, even though he was only on loan from Oxford, it was still a bit of a shock that he went to County, because myself and many other fans wanted to see him in a Stag shirt next season. But from what Hemmings was saying in his interview upon signing for Notts County, is that we didn't even contact him. So that being the case, then it pretty much says that we weren't even in for him anyway. So a bit shocked by the club, in all fairness, but that's football, ins and outs, and it happens. But just a brief one on Hemmings. Yeah, it would have been a good signing, there's no denying that, and he will go on to score goals for County, there's no denying that. You've got to fancy him for next season with the front line of Kane Emmons and Christine Dennis from Chesterfield, as well as having Johnston as well. So they've got real firepower up front, it has to be said. Recently we've been linked to Lawson Daff, hopefully I pronounced that name right, from Luton, a midfielder who we were linked with heavily last season from what I gather, we bid for him last summer, but he opted to go to Luton instead, where inevitably they got promoted to League One. Don't know too much about him in all fairness. His stats aren't too bad, but I can't honestly say I know too much about him. Although all I know about him is he used to play for Northampton and and obviously Luton, so I don't really know much about the guy. But I also know that MK Dons are wanting to take his services as well, so as far as I know, it's a battle between MK Dons and us to get his signature. But other than that, the club's been really quiet. This time last year, we had about 6 or 7 players signed up, and we've only got 2 players at the time of recording. It's one of them. It's a bit frustrating because we're seeing other teams, it's got like 6 or 7 players signed up, like Cheltenham and Stevenage, to name a few. And obviously seeing Carty sign a couple of players who, they're coming from high clubs, and it's one of them that it's frustrating. It is. It's frustrating as it is. It's one of them. I'd rather us take our time in signing the right players than just signing any Tom, Dick and Harry, because we know from last season that even bringing from players from Championship and League One, it didn't guarantee anything. But I think the overall feeling for me is that Flitcroft will get players that will be hard working and they'll want to play for the shirt. So, like I say, it's all been a bit quiet on the rumour front. Not much has really been said on the players that we've transfer listed, to be fair. As far as I know, there's been no offers put in from, or if there has, the club's not revealed much. So it's just all been really quiet in all fairness. Latest I've heard is we're hoping to sign a couple of players this week. My source is telling me that we're going to be signing somebody potentially tomorrow, or if not, the following day, but it's one of them. Nothing's really concrete at this stage. But again, it's one of them, like I've said before to people, we need to make that marquee signing, and we need to really show the league that we're gonna have a real go at this time. Because the thing that really let us down last season was just having a team full of individuals rather than players that's going to play for the club, because League 2 is a league where you need to work your socks off, really, because you can have all the ability in the world, but it's a league where you've got to be nitty gritty and to really get stuck in and do all the hard work to get out of it. And I think players from League 1 and the Championship that we signed from last season struggled, to be honest. I think it really shocked them, to be fair. So I think that's the overall feeling. I think that's what we're hoping to do this season. But again, I'd sooner us just make sure we get the signings right rather than just sign players for the sake of it, because I felt as our last season that's pretty much what we did. I mean, a lot of the players we had was overrated and not really proven at this level. So hopefully next time we do an update, we'll have more that we can talk about. As I say, just that killer striker up front, that goal scorer that we've been crying out for the past few seasons. I mean, we've got Danny Rose. He scored cup competitions and league 17 goals. And we've got Angle. I think he scored about 10. And he's another player. It's a big season for Lee Angle in terms of him kicking on as a player. Me personally, I still think he's got goals in him. I just think he needs to believe in himself more and to really put himself more about, get himself in them right positions and be a nuisance for defenders and really, just show people what he's made of, because, it's got to, step up more. But you know, it's one of them. We'll just have to wait and see, and if we can make them right signings, and most importantly, just recruit well, and like I say, we'll see what we can do. Just a quick one as well. Thanks guys for viewing the videos of the compilation videos that we've been putting up. Again, we're hoping to make a few more soon in the upcoming weeks and months of players. That's been lucky enough to don the Mansfield Town shirt. One of the players that I did a video of, the young lad Jordan Graham, he's another player, along with some other young players that we've done well producing from the youth setup. But we've got the club, over the 3 years we've had the youth system back up at the club. They've won the youth league title 3 years in a row, and it speaks volumes for the younger players, and the future of the club's really bright. And hopefully we can see, you know, Graham feature, because, you know, for a club of our size, we can't go out and spend the money like other clubs kind of in this division. So I think, you know, it's vital that we get players like Jordan Graham and the same with the other young talent at the club, and give them a chance. And hopefully in pre-season we'll see that. And you know, long may it continue, to be honest. So yeah, thanks for that guys, for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment for more content, everything Mansfield Town. I know for the next time we'll be doing a transfer video that will be speaking about having that goal scorer, and having that quality that will hopefully push us to promotion next season. Thank you. Come on, you Stags.